We welcome you to the campus of Indiana University Southeast for the home opener here in 2024 and season opener for the IU Southeast volleyball team as Marian University comes to town to take on the Grenadiers.
Grenadiers, I saw a little preseason coaches poll, currently listed at 7th in the conference. I've talked to a couple of the players for the Grenadiers. They think they're going to be a lot better than that come the end of the year. IU Kokomo currently listed at the top, which is no surprise with how good Kokomo has been.
And they knocked off the number one team in the country yesterday, so they're off to a good start. We'll see how the Grenadiers and the Knights do here on this Saturday afternoon. We are underway here in New Albany, and that'll be a service error and a good start for IU Southeast as Logan Smith, the senior, just fired that one into the net. And that'll be the first point here of the season.
Ella Brooks serving for the Grenadiers. Good dig there from the Knights. And after that service error to start, looked like a pretty good set of events for the Knights there. Good dig and then a good kill to tie up the score.
That was a nice serve by Brooks there and a nice dig to keep the play alive and a good finish there for the Knights. And that'll go to Marian. I think somebody may have been in the net there on the Grenadier side.
It did look like things were tangled up there on the front line for the Grenadiers.
Allison Daves, the lefty there, comes through to tie this one. And I think this is really the big point here early in the season. Grenadiers with a new setter and a new libero from a season ago. How quickly will this group mesh together, particularly offensively?
Definitely a younger team for the Grenadiers this year.
And that'll be an attack error on the Knights, and the Grenadiers take the lead back.
I will say Allison Daves, only a sophomore, started to play more So that will be out on the serve there. Started to play more after some injuries to the Grenadiers last year. Able to show her abilities last year, and has seemed to be a good player for the Grenadiers last year and looking to continue that in her sophomore season.
Yep, she's definitely going to be put in a position to really carry this group, one of them, along with Ella Brooks, Haley Jaster, Jessie Kramer.
Yeah, having Jaster healthy coming off an injury, as that ball placed perfectly from Daves again, gives the Grenadiers the lead. Having kind of the dynamic duo, as I believe they like to call themselves, of Ella Brooks and Haley Jaster together on the court, they're just a dangerous combo. Will rack up a lot of kills between the two of them.
Well, and when Jaster went down, Dave's got some more time and really came on late and played really well. So, that was really good experience for her as a freshman, and now we'll see. I think this is a very deep group, even though it's young. Oh, and a good block. Right on cue. We were talking about Jaster, and she goes up and gets the block right there. It's 5-3 IU Southeast.
And with the Grenadiers being a younger group, having leaders like Jaster and Brooks, been around the block a couple times and have that experience, I think they're going to be just fine.
That's long. So an attack error there by Corey Dryden, the sophomore from Indianapolis. And it's a 6-3 lead for IU Southeast. This will be Casey Horner serving.
Good dig there from Kramer.
Oh, and that'll be another point there for the Grenadiers off the kill. And a 4-0 run here quickly for IU Southeast.
And last year, being able to watch these games at home, this is what the Grenadiers are able to do. They have a really good offense. They'll be able to go on runs. If they can clean up some of the defensive issues they had at times last year, they'll be a very successful team.
And the run is stopped there off that kill. That may have been Smith. And Emerson Evans, the sophomore from Carmel, will serve for the Knights. Oh, and that'll be a blocking error over the net.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a different angle here this year. It used to be up kind of with the fans and the rafters, now behind the scorekeeper, but that was plain to see from this angle. Be able to see those a little better this year.
Got to dodge some shanked volleyballs. That's one thing. When I was setting up here today, one almost got me. And there's a point there for the Marian Knights.
Be a substitution here. Gracie Farmer out for Reagan Glover.
Yep, a couple of freshmen exchange spots. That just got over. The point will continue, and there's a kill there by Micaiah Christensen with some authority on that one, the senior from Fishers. It's 8-6.
And like I said earlier, the Grenadiers just need to find a way to stop these runs from happening against them. I mean, their offense is plenty capable. We've seen a couple of defensive miscues so far.
And that's in. Went on the far corner there. So that will cause an IU Southeast timeout. And we'll be back in just a moment. It's 8-7. Grenadiers with the lead.
Back now after the timeout. Grenadiers do currently lead 8-7. It'll be Sydney Schaefer with the serve for the Knights. Officials taking the time to discuss something with one of our scorekeepers here. Seems we'll have a little team meetings now.
Yeah, they're going to huddle up a little bit here as the timeout gets notated.
Pace of play so far, not the best.
No, not what we're looking for on a Saturday afternoon. Although
you're gonna have to pick up the tempo a little bit here. But first game of the season, there's going to be a couple of bumps in the road.
Look, if this was golf, I think they'd be putting us on the clock right now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being at a golf course right now, I'll be honest with you.
Again, if we could wrap this up, maybe we could before the weather comes.
Oh, something about that weather. Always something here in New Albany. It's never just a clear sunny day. Seems we're almost ready here. Grenadier players exchange some high fives.
And at some point, you just kind of want to say, look, is the score right? Yeah, then let's go.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a couple things you really have to keep track of.
And I know what they're doing is probably worrying about the substitutions here, but at the same time, let's get moving. And quite frankly, if you're Marian, you've just reeled off 3 or 4 points in a row. You had the momentum. You caused an IU Southeast timeout.
It's almost like they're icing the server.
It kind of is.
I mean, it could honestly be a great opportunity for IU Southeast to gain back some of that momentum. But it's hard just to kind of stand around and wait for the play to start. As Grenadiers are taking a little dance break, it seems, amidst all the confusion, led by Reagan Ely.
And I guess this is one of the things where you say, hey, it's the first game of the year. Let's work out all the kinks now and not worry about it.
Yeah, let's get it started. And it looks like play will resume. Good block at the net from the Knights there. Haley Jaster with a nice block of her own.
Oh, and that'll be a kill. Was that Farmer for the Grenadiers?
I believe that was Ella
Brooks. It was 18, not 15. And I don't think she got all of that one, but well placed. And
yeah, we've definitely seen her rear back and hit some balls harder than that, but got the job done. It's a good dig there from Ely.
And that'll be off of a Marian defender, so another kill, and it's 10-7 Grenadiers.
And Ella Brooks, I mean, she's been among the kill leaders for the conference the past couple years. And, I mean, she's just a real danger for the Grenadiers, somebody other teams are going to have to keep their eye on.
And that's long from, looks like that was Let's see, that would have been Ely, right?
I believe that was Ely.
I will say one thing for Brooks, like she has shown some inconsistency, through some matches where, she's almost too raring to go.
Yeah.
And she'll get a little too much oomph behind some of them and have to recalibrate a little bit. But if she can be a little more consistent, all of a sudden you're talking about a potential player of the year in the conference.
3 straight kills for the Grenadiers from Brooks. Keeps their lead at 3. It'll be number 10, Carly Mason, to serve for the Grenadiers.
Another freshman, a setter from Terre Haute. That'll be a kill. Yeah. Another kill for Daves. So she's off to a good start.
The Knights have had just a couple of kills that were just perfectly placed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that one, the back corner, just no defenders nearby, and that one just right over the front line, kind of a no man's land. But Grenadiers still hold on to a 3-point lead. They'll have to continue to do so late so far in the first set.
Oh, and that
Great dig.
Nice dig. Smith kept that alive on the Knights side, but ends up being finished by Ella Brooks.
I mean, that's one of the best digs you'll probably see all day. I mean, full extension, just able to get the hand under it. Grenadiers do end up taking the point, but a great effort by Logan Smith to keep that point alive.
Good kill there.
Jesse
That
Kramer,
was Kramer, and
the
she's
senior.
fired up a little bit.
And that's something you can always see from Jesse. A lot of emotion. It'll be a Knight timeout.
So 14-9. We'll be back in a moment.
Back after the timeout, and there will be no further delays this time.
Kramer looking for another kill there. And that's going to be out. An attack error on Christensen. 15-9 IU Southeast. I was going to make the point earlier. You know, we've seen after we had a service error to start the game. We have really seen neither team that get any points off of serves other than off that one error. No aces so far.
That's a fantastic dig by Carly Mason. But yeah, there's been pretty clean volleyball played. Has another great dig from the Grenadiers there from Davidson.
And a nice block on the Marian side there. Kept that alive, and then it was attacked out by IU Southeast. So 15-10 now. IU Southeast with the lead. Marian will serve. That just got over.
Good block.
Kramer. And that's going to be out. An attack error on Corey Dryden. Tried to go far corner. A little wild there. 16-10 Grenadiers.
I mean, both of these teams really able to get some good volleys together. Not a whole lot of mistakes we've seen really since early. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, the service error to start the game.
And all right on cue, another service error.
It's bound to happen every once in a while. So overall, a clean game so far in the first set.
Yeah, for it being the first match of the season, pretty well played so far, I would say.
That just blocked at the net.
Yeah, that's going to be an attack error with a block on the end there with Jaster, but I'm not sure the set was the best. I think she kind of got off kilter there. 16-12 now, IU Southeast.
And still, I'm excited to watch and see the chemistry grow for this team.
That'll be an attack error, 16-13.
Yeah, and it's just little fixable pieces so far. I think as the chemistry grows for this team, they'll grow into really an offensive powerhouse.
And now all of a sudden it's 16-14.
Jaster having a little bit of trouble at the net there as she'll be subbed out. Number 4, Jordan Vaughn. Seems like, first match of the season, still some opportunity to knock the rest of the rust off. And I'm sure Jaster will be able to figure out as the season goes on.
Nice kill there by Brooks when the Grenadiers really needed it. 17-14. So Farmer will check in and Mason will check out, as will Allison Daves.
Casey Hornish coming in for Daves, and she'll be set to serve for the Grenadiers.
There's a nice little set there. Vaughn comes through with the kill. Just a little tip right over the net.
Put a lot of English on that ball. It seems to just spun away from the Knight defenders.
And there's an error.
We'll send Emerson Evans to serve for the Knights. Grenadiers currently hold 18-15 lead. Seems like they've stayed right around that 3-point lead the entire first set as that ball just gets away from them.
Yeah, that's a bad set there by Hornish. 18-16 Grenadiers.
Seems like Hornish got a little rush there. Wasn't able to really get a full hand on it. It just kind of spun out and nobody was able to recover it.
And that's going to be a blocking error, blocked out by the Knights. 19-16 IU Southeast.
Reagan Ely in for Jesse Kramer. And Gracie Farmer's going to enter in for Reagan Glover.
Ramsey, I think that may have been going out, but they kept it alive, and that's going to end up.
It did look like that ball was heading out. Christensen decided to try and hit it back in, but didn't hit it back in cleanly. Their teammates weren't able to get it back over the net. The Grenadiers will take that point.
Yeah, that's just a point you'd kind of give away there, I think. And that'll be a kill. Whoa, no, it won't. Off the rim, or off the shot clock.
Lucky break for the Grenadiers there.
And then the Knights finish it anyway.
I feel like that was just a ball don't lie situation.
That's
there.
Right.
The Grenadiers caught a break. Great job to recover and get that ball back over the net, but probably an opportunity the Grenadiers shouldn't have had. Later, third of this first set, Grenadiers still in the driver's seat, leading 20-17. But the Knights aren't going down quietly. Cut the lead down to 2. The Grenadiers just haven't been able to finish on their attacks.
Yeah, it's an error, 21-18. And this is really the point where there were some matches, a handful of matches last year where the Grenadiers would get in this situation, and then something would happen and they just couldn't stop a late run and they'd lose a set. They shouldn't. This is where you've got to just put this set away. You get these last 4 points.
Esther Woodward to serve for the Grenadiers. Good block at the net there from the Grenadiers. But unable to dig out that attack from the Knights. The attack really got a piece of Reagan Ely. I mean, the Knights are right in this, and like you said, there were a handful of matches last year where the Grenadiers just let other teams get a comeback late. And that really hurts you in the second and third set, as that ball looked to be mishit from Ella Brooks, but still works out as a kill. Grenadiers now sit just 3 points away from taking the first set. Carly Mason to serve for the Grenadiers.
And that'll be out. The Grenadier defenders danced out of the way of that one, and that's long, 23-19.
Good job by Ely there. Looks like she was going to hit that, realized it was going out, and was able to get her hands out of the way before she got a hand on it.
Oh.
Really good block at the net. Ella Brooks.
Brooks and Ramsey come together there, and it's set point Grenadiers.
This is where the Grenadiers just have to waste no time. 5-point lead. Just go ahead and put the first set away.
They will not here. And, this is the other point. The difference, we talked about how there's a new setter and there's a new libero on the Grenadier side. There's also a lot of height. Madison Ramsey's 6'2". Jordan Vaughn's 6 feet. Gracie Farmer's 6'2". The front line much different for the Grenadiers this year. Daves, nope, can't finish. And that was a bad set, but they keep it alive. And Brooks doesn't miss. 25-20, IU Southeast with the first set win. They'll try to extend this lead in a moment. 25-20, first set winner for IU Southeast. Back in a moment.
Back now, second set. Grenadiers took the first set by a score of 25-20. Looking to continue that success in the second set here. Be Carly Mason to serve to start off this second set here. And service error to start once again, this time against the Grenadiers.
It's just bizarre. No aces, but I think we're up to about 4-5 service errors combined between the two teams.
Not the best serving performance so far. Good dig by Kramer. Great work by the Grenadiers to get that over.
And I think that'll be an attack error there. So 2-0 Marian.
And this is another issue that the Grenadiers had early. They'd come out strong for the first set and then just allow the other team to get some momentum to start the second set, get a lead out, and then they're playing from behind. As again, the Grenadiers up on the net, a lot of mishits today that are just working in their favor. Just a lot of spin put on the ball and it's letting it drop, as Reagan Ely will be subbed in for Ella Brooks.
That'll be a setting error.
And just like that, second set tied at 2.
And another error on the serve. So Ely serves that one wide, and it's 3-2 Marian.
Emma Lyons serving for the Knights.
That wasn't the greatest set in the world, but it gets over. And then that'll be a block. Christensen tried to fire that one down the middle, and that was just blocked there, I believe, by Ramsey.
Ramsey will be subbed out for Haley Jaster. Brianna Boer serving for the Grenadiers. But that will fall. Knights will retake the lead 4-3. Boer wearing the libero in the second set. First set, it was Ella Davidson. The Emerson Evans serving for the Knights. And that ball hard off Carly Mason, not able to dig that one out. The Knights now lead by 2.
And that's, I know it'll end up being a kill. So Jaster just tips that one over, and it can't be played back. So 5-4 now, Marian.
I mean, I have to give some sort of props to the libero for the Knights, Emma Lyons. It just seems like she is everywhere on every volley. She's made some great digs, and I mean, she almost was able to get to that ball and try and keep the point alive for the Knights.
And another block, Jaster there.
Second set all tied up, and Grenadiers looking to create some distance between themselves. And Casey Hornish serving to try and do so.
And a bad set by Hornish.
It just seems like that's kind of been the story of today for the Grenadiers. Don't quite have the setter figured out. It is a younger team, so maybe a bit of inexperience there, or maybe just the chemistry for this team hasn't really set in yet. That ball just thrown over. Be another kill. Number 22, Corey Dryden. And that ball just hit a little too hard by Ely. The Grenadiers are going to take a timeout. After the timeout, Grenadiers looking to find a way to stop the momentum for the Knights and cut into this lead. They currently trail by 3. It's their biggest deficit so far.
That ended up working out for IU Southeast. It didn't look promising at the beginning. Not the greatest pass up to the setter there, but Jaster's able to bail him out, and it's 8-6.
That ball hit, looked like right over the net. Great job by Jaster not reaching over. Grenadiers now within 2. Reagan Glover in now for Gracie Farmer.
And Kramer will serve for IU Southeast.
And that ball just in. Another just perfectly placed kill there for the Knights. Good dig from Boer there. But the attack blocked.
Nicole Wilkinson, I think, had that one. The junior from Newcastle.
And the Grenadiers just not able to get the ball past the front line there at the net. Before you know it, the Knights are out to a 5-point lead.
And that's in for Ella Brooks. Big kill there as she keeps it within striking distance.
And that's something we've seen Brooks do a couple of times so far in the match today. Just getting a much-needed kill for the Grenadiers to stop the momentum. Did it late in the first set, able to do it here. Let's see if the Grenadiers are able to capitalize.
And another block.
And that is something that you'll see teams do with the Grenadiers. I think it's why Allison Daves was able to be so successful late last year, is their front lines will kind of target the line of attack from Brooks and Jaster. And there's been success, as there's a great block there from Ramsey. Teams have been able to kind of silence Brooks and Jaster at times because they'll just kind of focus their defense on the two main attackers for the Grenadiers. Carly Mason to serve for the Grenadiers.
There's an attack error by Wilkinson. Grenadiers chipping away.
I mean, the Grenadiers aren't out of this set by any stretch. I mean, they've had comebacks before. I mean, Boer with a heck of an effort there, but just ricocheted right into Jesse Kramer.
That had some authority on it. There wasn't much Boer was going to be able to do with that.
That's something we haven't seen from the Grenadiers. They've had a lot of these
dinks and dunks.
Yeah, almost like just drop balls that are mishit right over the net and just find the court. Marian's really had some kills with some fire on them.
That gets down.
I mean, that's another one there. I mean, with somebody with as powerful of an arm as Brooks, you know, you expect to see a little more smash attacks, if you will. But we've just had a lot of seeing eye kills so far.
That's long. And it's a 2-point lead for Marian now.
Grenadiers, great job of taking over the momentum that Marian had early. See if they can keep it.
And that's in. Daves again, and it's a 13-12 lead.
That ball
Oh, that's going to be an ace. Just touched there on the Marian side, and now we're tied. An ace for Ely.
Good call by the official there. He was right on that. First ace of the season for the Grenadiers. And that ball just mishit by Mason. Seems that she would have just let that go. Ely was going to be right there. She knocked it away, and Marian retakes their lead.
Christensen finishes that point for Marian and gives the Knights a 2-point advantage.
Looking at the players on the court for the Grenadiers, again, it just shows that youth. Jesse Kramer, a senior there, and they call that out. That was really close. Like it could have gone either way.
And the Grenadiers are going to take their final timeout of the set.
Back now after the timeout. Marian obviously putting quite a lot of pressure on the Grenadiers. They've already taken their 2 timeouts for this set. As we're right in to the latter half. Good dig from Kramer there.
And Ramsey will come through there. And then check out. Jaster will come in. And Boer will serve.
And as I was saying before the timeout, I mean, the youth of the Grenadiers shows both Jaster and Kramer seniors, but nobody else on the court for the Grenadiers is over a sophomore.
And that'll be in there. And all of a sudden, Jaster, and then 1 point lead for Marian.
Good recovery by the Grenadiers there.
Oh, and it's going to pay off and tie the set.
Allison Daves, impact player for the Grenadiers so far today. Boer still serving for the Grenadiers. And that will be out. And the Grenadiers take the lead here late. Once trailed by 5. But are in a good position here if they can extend this lead.
That's long, and all of a sudden, it's a 2-point lead for it's a tied match,
game.
rather. Yep.
Tie game.
That was well placed, just a little bit long.
And Grenadiers have to find a way to kind of pull away here this late in the set. Every single point's going to matter.
That's a bad set.
Set just over Jaster. I mean, that's pretty hard to do. Jaster's
that's right.
Not a short girl by any stretch, but still the setting errors proving to be costly for the Grenadiers.
And Jaster will come back and tie it right down the middle.
Couple of substitutions here. Hornish in for Daves. Gracie Farmer enters as well. Good job by Jaster there just to keep it over the net.
Long.
Way long. And you have to see the Grenadiers going on a 2-3-point run here. That really puts them in the best position. A great recovery by the Grenadiers there, dug out by Boer. And Jaster keeps it alive, but Kramer unable to handle that one. And this set's going to remain tied 19-19. That will be just out. Grenadiers lead 20-19. Kramer to serve for the Grenadiers. And that just off the hands of Hornish. And that just able to fall.
A timely ace there puts the Knights back in front.
Sarah Bennett for the Knights. But Jaster able to tie it. Boer substituted out for Ramsey. Jaster to serve.
And that's just an error, a ball handling error there.
Yeah, definitely the messiest point we've seen from the Knights so far today. It comes at a good time for the Grenadiers, but not a great time for a service error. Boer will enter back in for Jaster. Like a little bit of miscommunication there for the Grenadiers, but able to recover.
Oh, and that's out.
Official there didn't seem to make up his mind. Wanted to call it in, but called it out a split second later. Good effort to dig that out by Kramer, but the Grenadiers now sit just 1 point away from dropping this second set. Marian, of course, 1 point from taking it.
Smith will serve.
And just some miscommunication there. And the Knights are going to take the second set by a score of 25-22. Be back with the third set after a short break.
So the pivotal third set starts here with Marian serving after taking the second set 25-22.
Match tied here at a set apiece. I mean, the second set really for both teams wasn't quite as clean, but we saw that the Grenadiers, their most jarring issue really is the issue they've had with their setting, but that's not going to start here today.
That looked like Alana Ray to start us off here in the third set, and she'll check out. Daves will check in.
I mean, might as well come out on top there. Great set, great kill by Ray. Ella Brooks to serve for the Grenadiers.
And that'll be an error. Couldn't make it over the top of the net there, and it's 1-1.
Well, we didn't start the third set with service error.
That's right.
But we didn't get too far into it. And that's just not something you see very often at this level. But, I mean, it does happen. That just blocked. I mean, the Grenadiers' game plan, they don't have to change the way they're playing at all. It's just they have to find a way to take the momentum from Marian early, because we saw in the last set what they can do with some momentum is that serve just out will tie this third set up at 2.
Can the Grenadiers get it over? Yes. And then that'll be and it'll be an attacker in the net for the Knights. And the Grenadiers actually get the point after all that. So that worked out. Nice run down there by Brooks. Looked like it might be an ace. No.
Really good recovery. But the kill from Jaster. Grenadiers looking a little more aggressive here to start the third set. Looks like they've caught the Knights off guard a little bit. Haven't been able to defend a lot of the attacks by the Grenadiers like they were in the second set. And that just in, another kill for Ella Brooks. Send Lexa Zimmerman in for the Knights. And that serve way long. I mean, it seems today when the Grenadiers do have the lead, they like to keep it at about a 2 to 3 point lead.
Yeah, they're not able to really.
They haven't been able to run away. But they take that point there, extend the lead out to 3. I mean, you'd really like to see early just to give some confidence to a younger team. Maybe a set where they just kind of take a 9-point lead. I mean, that may be over-exaggerating a little bit, but.
Oh, and that's long as well. So I would say this third set, the serve-receive game, not really up to par so far for the Grenadiers. And I think it's going to be harder against a team like Marian to probably pull away to get up to a 6 to 7 point lead. But, I mean, they've got to get past a 3-point lead here.
Just the first 2 sets is more another service error there. The first 3 sets have really been neck and neck. You'd like a chance for the Grenadiers to relax a little bit, have some wiggle room, and they don't have to play really perfect volleyball late into every set, especially this early. Great recovery there from Brooks. Jaster able to get it over.
And then, Jaster and Brooks with a block. That'll lead to a point.
Really good job there at the net by both Jaster and Brooks. Good recovery to get it over the net. A couple good blocks that lead to a Grenadier point there. Reagan Ely serving for the Grenadiers. And Ely able just to send it back over the net. Marian kind of got tangled up there, and all of a sudden the Grenadier leads out to 5.
And all of a sudden we got what we wanted.
Yeah, but as we saw in the second set, is Marian's going to take a timeout. Grenadiers were able to come back from a 5-point deficit. See if Marian's able to do the same.
And a blocking error there. As Marian comes out in the second, after the timeout rather, and stops the run.
This does give the Grenadiers a little bit of breathing room. I mean, they can't relax quite yet. There's still plenty of volleyball left to play in this set. But there have been times, we saw it a lot in the second set, that the Knights have been able just to kind of silence both Jaster and Brooks. And those are two really main points of offense for the Grenadiers. But a point for the Grenadiers there. Knights were unable to recover. The Grenadiers definitely seem to be looking for a different source of kills. Recently, it's been the freshman Reagan Glover had some success there. We've also seen Allison Daves take the brunt. So Marian will take another point there. Grenadiers still lead by 4. As Jaster will sub out for Davidson. I mean, before you know it, Knights have clawed their way back to within 3.
And that's out. Ramsey tips it outside of the line there, and the lead is cut to 2.
The substitution, Glover for Gracie Farmer.
And that's blocked. So Glover with the attack error earlier, and now Ramsey with the error as it was blocked, and the lead's cut to 1. And another block. It's Wilkinson again, and we're tied.
I mean, a definite strength of this Knights team has been their defense at the net. Really shined in the second set and has continued to in the third set. That block will be hit out.
They tried again, and this time it was blocked out. Looks like Ray will check in for Hornish on the Grenadier side.
Seems Mason will also check in for Farmer. I mean, maybe the Grenadiers like to play a closer game. I know there are some teams that do that. They like the adrenaline rush. They like the pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. Another service error there will tie the third set. (12-12), Sammy Luddle to serve for the Knights. Ella Brooks not able to be stopped there. Grenadiers retake their lead. Reagan Ely out for Jesse Kramer. And that just in. And the Knights just won't go down. They keep clawing back. Tied here, 13-13. Christensen to serve. And just a misplay there. Tried to tap it over the net, but threw it right into the net. Farmer will leave to be replaced by Jaster. Davidson serving for the Grenadiers. And that just too much for Kramer to handle. And these sets continue just to go back and forth between the Knights and the Grenadiers. Block there, but recovered by the Grenadiers, but not able to finish. Allison Daves just didn't get it done there. And Marian will retake the lead. Great dig there by the Knights Libero. And that just in the back corner. And the Knights now hold a 2-point lead.
And IU Southeast will take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment.
back now after the timeout. Grenadiers have to find a way to stop the bleeding here and that won't help.
I think when Marian took the timeout, it was 10-6, IU Southeast.
I believe it was somewhere around there.
So they've gone on an 11-4 run.
I mean, Marian has just done a great job of taking momentum and not letting it up. Done a really good job of going on runs. And the Grenadiers just unable to stop it so far. Great dig by Davidson. Great dig from the libero for the Knights. And that another just floater almost works out for the Grenadiers, but the Knights are able to recover. Really good effort from both teams here. And that ball thrown over into no man's land. And the Knights extend their lead to 4. Emma Lyons just been a real player to look out for defensively for the Knights. Just seems like she's covering every inch of the court. Great dig by Davidson there. Little miscommunications from the Grenadiers, but a great job by Kramer. And again, the floater catches the Grenadiers on I don't even know what I was trying to say there, but it'll be another timeout from the Grenadiers, currently trailing 19-14. Back after the timeout here, Grenadiers need to find a way to get back on the board. And that will be hit just out by Allison Daves. And the Grenadiers have their backs against the wall here, still not out of it, but really need to go on a run if they hope to take this third set. And not what the Grenadiers need there again. The setting for the Grenadiers just really impacting their big offensive players. We've seen Haley Jaster deal with some imperfect sets as that ball unable to be recovered by the Knights. Emma Lyons goes into the booth we have down here where the scoreboard's kept and the scorebooks are kept, but she seems to be fine. Grenadiers really have to go on a big run here. Great block at the net. Good dig by number 5 for the Knights there, and that ball hit into the net. The Grenadiers will take that point. They trail by 5. Casey Hornish serving for the Grenadiers. And service error hurts the Grenadiers once again. Service error, difficult term to say. A lot of R's. Be Emerson Evans to serve for the Knights. They stand just 3 points away from taking a 2-1 set lead. but Jesse Kramer able to get a kill there. And the Grenadiers aren't out of it quite yet. Couple substitutions. Reagan Ely in for Kramer. Going to be Reagan Glover in for Gracie Farmer. Ely set to serve here for the Grenadiers. It seems floor up by the net on the Grenadiers side, getting a little slick. Head coach Eric Bryan will go out there and try and get it back into playing form. Eric Bryan starting his 12th season for the Grenadiers, hoping to start it off on a good note. Grenadiers not in the best position here, but a 2-1 set lead is very manageable, and you can come back from that. Just the Grenadiers really have to clean up a couple things, and I believe they'll be fine in this match and going forward. But that attack will sneak through. It'll be a kill for Christensen, who's really been an area of concern for the Grenadiers here today. Able to produce quite a lot of offense for the Knights here. That serve will just get over, but attack error from Jaster puts Marian just 1 point away, as Jaster will be subbed out for Jordan Vaughn. That ball hit back. That's not going to be recovered by the Grenadiers. And the Knights will take the third set by a score of 25-17 and a 2-1 set lead. fourth set getting underway here. Not the best third set for the Grenadiers.
Yeah, I would say too many unforced errors. The service errors came back to bite them a lot too. And again, when you jump out to a lead like they did, you hope you're going to be able to, at least hold off a run. And that didn't happen. So they're going to have to bounce back, and it starts with a service error.
3 out of 4. I don't think I've seen that.
I've watched a lot of volleyball here. I don't think I've seen that either. Again, first match of the year, they're still working the rest off.
I wonder maybe that if that big lead that the Grenadiers got out to in the last set, because that'll be a kill by Brooks. I wonder if it made them get a little too comfortable. We saw them come back from a 5-point deficit in the second set and end up dropping it, and then they got out to a 5-6 point lead in the third set, ended up dropping it and just never recovered. That'll be just out. Or are they saying it was touched?
They're saying it was touched.
Grenadiers out to a 2-1 lead. And that ball, it was a hard recovery for Ely to get. It was touched early. She tried to reach across her body, try and keep that ball in, and just wasn't able to.
Yeah, that hit the antenna there, so that'll be a point for IU Southeast.
Davidson serving for the Grenadiers. And that ball out. Grenadiers looking much more sound the start of this set here.
Goodness gracious.
As soon as I say it. Another service error for the Grenadiers. Maybe I should just stop talking. Every time I compliment them. Service error.
Just jinxing them.
But I can't say, oh, and here comes a service error, because then if it happens, how does that look on me? Good block from Marian there.
I think that was Sarah Bennett getting that one. The junior from Columbus, Indiana. And we're tied at 4.
That's really been the biggest strength from the Knights today, is really their defense right at the net. Not able to stay just in.
Split the defenders on the back line there. Nice job. 5-4 Marian.
Oh, and it seems that Emerson Evans misjudged that ball there. It looked like she had a beat on it, but seemed to travel a little bit further than she anticipated. The Grenadiers are able to tie this fourth set up. That ball will be hit out. Again, it's just little misplays by the Grenadiers have added up and really put them into some tough situations.
And I think, the nice thing is they'll have 4 matches next weekend when they go to St. Francis. So I think they'll be able to get into a rhythm You would hope anyway. 4 matches over 2 days.
And with a younger team, it's much easier to have success when you have, first off, experience. A college season is much different than a high school season or a club season. So that ball hit back, and the Grenadiers aren't going to be able to get there. Knights shoot out to an 8-point lead. But also the benefit of having that experience is it's much easier to play with players that you've played before and have chemistry with than try and figure everything out with a brand new squad. And so the more experience that this Grenadier team is going to get, under their belt, the better they'll be.
Well, and I also think, too, this is the equivalent of a freshman quarterback starting,
Yeah.
Now you've got freshman setters. The outside hitters, the middle hitters are trying to figure out exactly how they're going to be set. Yeah, they've had a couple weeks of practice, but it's different in a game.
Really, through every point in all 3+ sets so far, the players on the court have been majority underclassmen for the Grenadiers. And so, they're trying to get that young core experience so they can have success when conference play comes later in the year. Good volley here from both sides. Just out of the reach of Davidson. I think the deeper in this set that we get here, the more fire the Grenadiers are going to play with. They're up against, dropping this match, as they'll take that point there as that ball was out. The deeper they get into this, especially the younger players, they want to start this season off on the right foot just as much as the veterans do. So I think they're really going to start to come together deeper into this 4th set. And if they get the opportunity of a 5th set, I think that may be the best we'll see them play overall, as they're within 1 point here. Ball's just going to deflect out.
And another kill for the Knights.
Sammy Luddle serving for the Knights. That ball hit up into the rafters. It'll be another point for the Knights.
And an ace.
Just a little float serve there. The Grenadiers are going to take a timeout, currently trailing 12-8. Good block at the net. From both Gracie Farmer and Madison Ramsey. Grenadiers able to put a stop to that little run that the Knights had gone on. Still trailing by 3. Carly Mason looking to cut into this deficit for the Grenadiers. Really good effort from both Ramsey and Brooks, able to keep that alive, and the Grenadiers are going to take the point there. What looked to be a miss hit by Brooks was able to be recovered by Madison Ramsey. Brooks able to get it back over the net, and the Grenadiers take the point. But once again, service error for the Grenadiers. Grenadiers still within reach, only trailing by 3 in this 4th set here. Good block there. That ball unable to be dug out by Mason. Marian extends their lead to 4. That ball just out, almost caught the corner on the attack from Brooks. Marian able to go on yet another run, and it looks like they're beginning to pull away here in this 4th set. But not able to get the ball over the net there. Hits right by our scoreboard operator. Be Ely to serve for the Grenadiers. Only trailing by 4, but have to go on a bit of a run here.
That was long.
Just out. Would have been an ace for Ely had it stayed in. Really kind of put the defender there for the Knights in a blender. But unfortunately for the Grenadiers, serve is just a bit long. Still just not clean volleyball played by the Grenadiers here late. They now trail by 6. Still time to stage a comeback, but that time is running out. And that just out of the reach of Davidson. And the Grenadiers will take their final timeout of the set. Grenadiers take a brief meeting trying to find some sort of strategy to come back in this set. Great dig by Ely. Great job from the Grenadiers to get it back over the net. But that will be another point for the Knights, who've really pulled away. Leading by 8. That ball stays in.
So Kramer will pick up a kill there. And Davidson will serve.
Grenadiers still not out of it, but and they'll take a point there.
Yeah, I think they're out of rotation.
First real mistake we've seen Marian take in a while. But the Grenadiers in this situation will take it. And again, a block at the net. Marian leads by 7, 5 points away from taking the match. Slight delay to wipe off the floor near the net. The more you watch, the more you learn the importance of towels in the game of volleyball.
That's long. Oh, it was touched. Luckily, it was touched. So the Grenadiers will pick up a point there.
We've seen a couple breaks like that for the Grenadiers.
Because that wasn't going to be close.
Service error yet again. I mean, the silver lining for the Grenadiers is this is the first game. Like there are some definite tweaks that need to be made, but there's plenty of times. There's plenty of time to make them.
And if this is a top 25 team essentially,
yeah,
that the Grenadiers are playing, that may have been long, but it was played anyway. Off the serve.
Good job by Ely there.
Farmer's going to try again and get it blocked.
I mean, if things continue to go the way they look, and it's always too early to tell, but it does seem like Marian is in the position to take this match. This is something where the Grenadiers look back as there's service error committed by the Knights. This is something where the Grenadiers can look back, and I think really the third and fourth set specifically, the Grenadiers really beat themselves in a lot of areas. Yep. The first 2 sets, able to take the first one, extremely close second set. It was toe to toe, and then really in the third set and so far in this fourth set, the volleyball hasn't been quite as clean. Grenadiers will take another point there.
Setting error there.
Once again, the towel needing to be brought out.
Ella Brooks will clean it up, and Kramer will serve.
That will find court there. Marian now sits just 2 points away. But I will say, whatever the outcome of this fourth set is, I think this is a very good jumping off point for the Grenadiers. They're a young team. There's obviously some kinks that need to be worked out.
But definitely saw some
there's
positive signs for these
there's
freshmen.
some definite promise
Yep.
that the Grenadiers are going to be successful this year and for many years to come. That'll be a kill there from, looks like Gracie Farmer for the Grenadiers.
And it's match point for the Knights.
Couple substitutions here for the Knights. Just 1 point away from taking the match here tonight. And a block at the net will do it. Marian will take this match by a score of 3-1.
Yeah, Wilkinson and Fish with authority there with the block to wrap it up. And the Grenadiers will fall to 0-1. Marian moves to 1-0. And IU Southeast will be back in action at St. Francis next weekend. They won't be back home until September the 10th against Hanover. So until then, for Zach Reisner, I'm Stephen Oates saying good afternoon from IU Southeast, where Marian has defeated IU Southeast 3-1.